if you've got little ones at home. We should say our next story mentions male appendages. It's cartoon form, but that's still where we're going to go with this. So if you need to distract them for about 5 minutes, then it might be best to do that now.
So, a new children's cartoon has launched in Denmark and it has caused quite the stir.
So, John Dillermand, which loosely translates as John Willoughby, is about a man with the longest penis in the world.
Well, each episode tells the tale of John's penis getting him into trouble and comedy situations.
The cartoon is aimed at 4 to 8-year-olds. It's been a massive ratings success in Denmark, but is it appropriate for children? Well, we're joined now by Danish TV presenter Ulla Essendrop and Professor Stine Liv Johansen, who are experts in children's use of media. So good morning, to both of you.
Welcome.
So, Ulla, well, let's start with you. You've got a 3-year-old son. Good idea. What's the point of this?
Well, the director of the children's channel says that it's not meant to be particularly educational about bodies or genitalia or sexuality even. It is meant as an absurd slapstick universe that explores boundaries and somewhat embarrassing and forbidden topics that children of that age are starting to be curious about. And the director also says that the main message is that John needs to learn to own up to his mistakes. And also the creator of the show says that the main message is that being who you are should be more important than image. And as I understand, the creators have consulted a children's psychologist in the process of creating the show.
OK, so Stine, I mean, I've got young children and children's programming can be brilliant at starting conversations. You know, we'll watch something as a family and then we'll go away and talk about it. I'm just wondering what sort of questions will be asked when they see a show like this.
Well, my son is 3.5 years old and he finds it funny, but I'm not sure he completely grasps what that 8-meter-long creature actually is. But he runs around the house singing the theme song loudly and gladly, blissfully unaware what the actual meaning is. But I totally agree that it's a perfect conversation starter for children and parents to talk about all their curiosities regarding the body, regarding the fact that we're all different, and about being yourself and not being too concerned about what others might think of you.
So, Stine, you are the Associate Professor of Aarhus University, studying children's use of media. You've got 2 children, so they're grown up, 18 and 22. But from your opinion, making this enormous penis, in fact, a bit of a hero, good idea?
Yeah, well, I don't think, as Ulla also says, I don't think you should think of this as a penis. This is not a penis as we think of it as an adult. Why
isn't it coming out of his knee? Why isn't it coming out of his chest? Why is it coming out of there?
Yeah, well, of course it is a penis as such, but it's not a sexualized penis. It's the penis that a young child has, meaning a part of your body that is. Sorry?
20 foot long and striped. It's not the penis that everybody has.
It is 20 foot long and striped, and that has nothing to do with I assume, anything any male individual has in their own pants. It is an absurd, it is an exaggerated body part, and it explores the curiosity that children have towards their own and other people's bodies at that age group. And it also taps into the understanding of the body that, for instance, 4 to 5-year-old child has at that particular time. And it has.
Some parents have got concerns. Some parents who have got daughters have got concerns because what they've said is, hang on a minute, here's this man who's got a penis and therefore he has this superpower between his legs. Little girls don't have that. Hang on a minute, we're already trying to address the balance of inequality, and here's a man that's got superpowers because he has a penis.
But can I just say that sorry, Stine.
No, I would just say that if anything, I think this is a relevant discussion, and of course, and especially in Denmark, when we've had finally a real discussion about gender inequality in 2020. Of course, this could tap into this discussion as well. But again, I think we should be very careful not to take our adult views on gender and sexuality and put them into this absurd little narrative.
But if you have a cartoon that in the theme song says there is almost nothing he can't do with it, then this is creating something very, very young that, look what I've got. I am invincible. The penis has, and when you're talking about, sort of Me Too, the fact that men have thought that of their own penises recently has caused lives to be destroyed. And so why start early on to say, here's something that can light a barbecue, fly you across the lawn, be a rotor blade, help you rescue a dog from a lake. And all you're doing is glorifying something that in the very early years that could essentially come back to haunt you later on.
Well, it's definitely true that in Denmark there has been criticism as well from concerned voices saying that that this TV show teaches children that men with an uncontrollable penis deserve praise and that men are not responsible for the actions of their penis. But also, the director of the TV channel has told us on the show that I present in Denmark that they had received numerous colorful illustrations with suggestions of creative names of a female lead character, something that translates into something like Vinnie Virginia or something that can do marvelous things with her genitalia and create miracles. So maybe there's material for a season 2.
Maybe. I mean, I think that it's sort of in Denmark. I think you're much more open, and I think I've been praised in the past for sort of programming for children that has been very open. And I think actually, in many ways, we have a lot to learn from you. I think people are just struggling because they see this at quite possibly right now just a step too far.
Well, definitely, there's something to be said about the timing, but this TV show has been approved by layers and layers of directors and managers and so on and so forth on Danish television. And as you say, this is far from the first time the DBC makes children for television with displaying the body that sparks international debate. And I'm sure that this debate is no surprise to the DBC.
No, I mean, the Stripping Naked caused outrage in 2020 for presenting children aged 11 to 13 with a panel of nude adults in an attempt to normalise different body shapes. Just finally then, Stine, we did sort of briefly touch on this. So what's next then? The cartoon, fully accepted, perfectly OK, the superhuman vagina.
Well, it might be, but on the other hand, it would be a little bit, maybe not so original if that would be the case. No, I would suggest that we continue making children's program that allows children to be who they are and not necessarily what we want them to be, and also to make young children be happy about the body that they're in. Regardless of whatever shape and form it comes in, and I think it would be something to have as an underlying theme, but let's see where they take it from here.
Okay, thank you both. Thanks for joining us today.